Hey guys, so a couple of hours ago we had a huge revamp on CURSES and oh boy, has this thing caused some havoc around the Discord. I woke up to literally 15 to 20 DMs of people like bitching about all the CURSES and stuff like that. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna check out all the changelog in regards to CURSES. I actually did some testing and the results are actually mind-blowing, that's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna dive through in this video. So first of all, let's pull out Thor's changelog right here. So in case you guys don't see those changes, that means that you have to go private server. As you can see here, it says it will be in effect in the game on all new servers, private server lobbies. So if you don't see any difference, it means you're in an old public server. But anyway, all sync rework. So 50% damage bonus was completely cut off, same for SPA. Range was buffed by 20%, as if it already wasn't enough. I mean, sure. Now, crit chance was buffed, it was literally doubled, and crit damage is pretty much exactly the same. Now, Shinigami rework, Shinigami actually got hit pretty hard with a nerf. It got hit very, very, very hard. I can't even describe how bad Shinigami is right now. I'll just show you guys later, I guess. So, Shinigami, 10% damage loss, 5% SPA loss, 10% range loss, and the biggest hit was that 90% crit damage multiplier. That hit was so big, it really crashed Shinigami. Shinigami is actually mythic tier worthy as of right now. Overload got a rework as well. We did get a huge damage buff from 300 to 375%. Slightly range reduction. SPA apparently is the same, but all the crit damage was gone. So whilst the base damage looks, it's basically like the 75% crit damage was turned to 75% flat damage. So it is a buff, but it is a minor buff. You'll also see later on in the actual numbers how much the numbers have changed. Like they're really not as big as you might think. But yeah, anyway. So we also have an Entrepreneur rework. Entrepreneur was actually buffed. The damage was buffed by 10%. Range was cut down 5% SPA, and the crit damage was actually removed completely. Okay, so it is actually nerfed, I guess. The base damage is buffed, but I think DPS should be worse considering the rest of the changes, and it should probably be worse by a significant amount. Not just like 5-10%. Probably a little bit more, I don't know. And money was buffed as well, but nobody really cares about that anyway. So he says these are finalized and will not be changes again ever. Personal opinion, changes are needed immediately. Anyway, so for this video, guys, for this video comparison, I bring you Rias as an example. This is the unit that I decided to work off. So we are gonna be working off Rias this time around. So on the left side, you will see it in a moment, you will gonna have the spreadsheet from the old tier list. This is from my spreadsheet, it's the damage from the old units. And on the right side, I'm gonna be using King's spreadsheet. Shout out to King, I guess. So we're gonna do the comparison. Alright, so now you guys can see the damage. So we're gonna start out obviously with Overlord Rias. So Overlord Rias DPS prior to the changes was 204,000. Post changes, you see the small buff that I mentioned. Post changes, the DPS is actually 213,250. So it is a very, very, very slight DPS increase on Rias, but yet it's there. Next up, Avatar. Avatar now did obviously get buffed by a lot, like the base damage did. And quite frankly, guys, the overall Avatar damage did get buffed. So it's really not the similar, but we'll jump on that later. We're going to use a dot unit for reference. So yeah, anyway, Avatar on non-dot units went from 162k to 203k. That is a sizable DPS increase, actually. It's about 25% roughly DPS increase on non-damage over time units, so that is a lot. Now, Shinigami, guys. Shinigami. I spoke about it. I talked about how shit Shinigami is out as of right now. And there you go. So prior Shinigami, if you guys didn't know, because a lot of people are surprised when I say this, All Sync was performing better than Shinigami for a really long time now. It was actually doing more DPS. But yeah, anyway, Shinigami 406,000 prior. Look at this, guys. It is actually got it. It is down to 318,000. It's been hit so hard with a nerf. I don't even know what to say. Like the passive is just not a celestial passive anymore. It is a mythic passive. All saying 416k prior, it is now down to 353k. So I guess that's still a nerf, but it's like a normal nerf. I think the Shinigami nerf is just insane in my opinion. It's just insane. Like it's way too big. Now, guys, here is the craziest part that I want to really talk to you about. Oh, I guess we can just check out Entrepreneur. So Entrepreneur prior 320k. It's now down to 297k. So yeah, it is about 15%, I guess, or so. 10%. I was actually wrong about being higher than that. Now, here is the fun part, guys. So we do have Shinigami right here. Shinigami is the 4th one in the list. And Demigod is going to be the 6th one. So actually, no. We're going to compare it with Cosmic. So look at this, guys. Shinigami does 318,000, whilst Cosmic does 308k. Shinigami is literally rivaling Cosmic. It's only a 3% gap between the two. Like, Shinigami is just so bad. That's what I've been saying. It's literally a mythic curse. It's so damn bad. And then you have obviously Demigod at 276k and Vulture at 238k. But yeah, like Cosmic literally rivaling Shinigami one-on-one is completely mind-blowing. Now, on another note, what I wanted to talk about, so let me just pull this up right here as well. So we're gonna have this Sukuna tree right about here. So you see Sukuna, I'm gonna be using Sukuna as an example, and yeah, it's what I said. Basically, Sukuna was actually like Avatar dot units were actually buffed. So you see prior, obviously, Overlord 472k. It's now up to 574,000. It was actually buffed by quite a lot. Actually, no, never mind. What am I saying? It's actually total average damage. But yeah, his DPS is pretty much almost similar. 573k, so he does see around 100k DPS buff on Overlord Sukuna. And now here's the fun part. Like, Avatar, whilst it was sort of reworked to try and be balanced, it did actually get buffed. So all the dot units are now better. Avatar prior was doing 1.4 million-ish on Sukuna. Now it actually does 1.676, so it's just shy of 1.7 million DPS. So yeah, it is a quite sizable buff, I would say. It's around 18%, I believe 17-18%, just off the top of my head. Then we obviously have All Seeing, which was gutted, and Shinigami, well, nerfed, and the Entrepreneur is like almost the same on Sukuna. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what's up as of right now with curses. I woke up to, first of all, a gazillion amount of DMs bitching about the trade balancing. I honestly thought they were like overreacting at first because people like just tend to overreact. It's actually true. It really, like, people just tend to overreact. And yeah, a lot of people, you guys asked me to actually make a video about the trades buffed and nerf, like this guy, for example, Minato Namikaze. See, 1029. For reference, the trades were announced at 8:20 a.m. So yeah, just 2 hours later. Yeah, a lot of you guys asked for this video, so that's what's up as of right now. Hopefully these numbers kinda cleared the air for you, like as to what was before and after. But yeah, if you guys have Shinigami right now, it's not a good time for us. Like, Mash Shinigami, this guy is kinda poo-poo right now. I don't know, Cosmic is just performing so close to Shinigami, that shouldn't be a case. So yeah, hopefully we see a Shinigami buff tomorrow. I really hope that Thor goes back on this thing where no more changes will happen, because Shinigami is just not really a celestial trait anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, in regards to rebalancing. All Seeing still performs better than Shinigami, TLDR. So if you do have All Seeing, you're still a happy boy. I actually don't have a single All Seeing, which is kind of a bummer. Wait, do I have one? No, I don't. But on the bright side, since Avatar got buffed, like the raw damage got buffed by so much, my Balti is actually decent now. My Sidearm is actually decent, which kind of does make me happy. But yeah, Saber Shinigami there. Saber is also, I guess, gutted, totally pricked. Overlord here, yeah. Avatar, I don't really have anything else to work off. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys, in regards to the traits. If you have any particular questions about any particular units and whatnot, feel free to let me know. Apparently, there was a secret buff to Yuta. His base damage was buffed by a little bit. I don't think that changes things too much. I think Yuta should be roughly the same where he was, unless I'm mistaken. I haven't really done math on the new version of Yuta. But yeah, just keep in mind that if you see different numbers on your Yuta, It's not just because of the trait rebalancing. Utah's base damage was buffed slightly. I don't know how that affects like the entire scheme of things, like how much stronger Utah is. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. As of right now, again, Avatar units are still just running the game, especially after like this change. Avatar got buffed even more on dot units. So number 1, Sukuna. Number 2, Guts. Number 3, Albedo. Number 4, surprisingly, Itachi. Like Itachi with ability spam with Avatar does humongous amounts of DPS. Now, please, when you hear this, don't go out trying to get Avatar or Itachi. Please don't. It's not worth the effort. It is not worth the effort. I'm just putting it out right there. If you do have Avatar Itachi, that unit is busted. But yeah, anyway, guys, that was pretty much it for this video. As always, if you have enjoyed, make sure to click the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.